Don's saying is that through a variety of media, including a spot during the Danny Thomas Show if you can afford it, we can really boost awareness. Then a 10% off coupon in select ladies' magazines will help increase your first-time visitors. After we got them in the store, it's kind of up to you.
Mr. Draper, our store is 60 years old. We share a wall with Tiffany's. Honestly, a coupon?
Miss Mencken, coupons work. I think your father would agree with the strategy.
He might. But he's not here, because we just had our lowest sales year. Ever. So I suppose what I think is most important right now.
Miss Mencken, why did you come here? There are a dozen other agencies better suited to your needs.
If I wanted some man who happened to be from the same village as my father to handle the account, I would have stayed where I was. Their research favored coupons, too.
Miss Mencken, it's not just research. Housewives love coupons.
I'm not interested in housewives.
So what kind of people do you want?
I want your kind of people, Mr. Draper. People who don't care about coupons, whether they can afford it or not. People who come to the store because it is expensive.
We obviously have very different ideas.
Yes. Like, the customer is always right. Gentlemen, I really thought you could do better than this. Sterling Cooper has a reputation for being innovative.
You are way out of line, miss. Don, please, let's not get emotional here. There's no reason we can't talk this out. Talk out what? Some silly idea that people will go to some store they've never been to because it's more expensive?
It worked for Chanel.
Menken's is not Chanel.
There's a vote of confidence.
What Don's saying is that Chanel is a very different kind of place. It's French, it's continental, it's,
Not just another Jewish department store.
Exactly.
Roger, you were right. This place really does run on charm.
This is ridiculous, Don. I'm not going to let a woman talk to me like this. This meeting is over. Good luck, Miss Mencken. For the lady, a special Mai Tai and one whiskey neat.
So you're going to ply me with drinks and convince me what a terrible mistake I'm making.
That is quite a drink.
You got in trouble, didn't you?
I shouldn't have lost my temper. And I certainly shouldn't have treated you like anything less than a client.
Apology accepted.
So you understand.
Now I do. It was refreshing, really. I mean, finally getting to hear what I always assumed that people were thinking.
I'm really not as bad as all that. I was under a lot of pressure. Another account. Doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't.
So without making things worse, can I ask you a personal question?
Don't you want to get a second drink in me first?
Why aren't you married?
Are you asking what's wrong with me?
It's just, you're a beautiful, educated woman. Don't you think getting married and having a family would make you a lot happier than all the headaches that go with fighting people like me?
If I weren't a woman, I would be allowed to ask you the same question. And I suppose if I weren't a woman, I wouldn't have to choose between putting on an apron and the thrill of making my father's store the way that I always thought it should be.
So that's it. No, you won't get married because you think business is a thrill.
That, and I've never been in love.
She won't get married because she's never been in love. I think I wrote that. It was to sell nylons.
For a lot of people, love isn't just a slogan.
Oh, love, you mean the big lightning bolt to the heart where you can't eat, can't work, so you run off and get married and make babies. The reason you haven't felt it is because it doesn't exist. What you call love was invented by guys like me to sell nylons.
Is that so?
I'm pretty sure about it. You're born alone and you die alone, and this world just drops a bunch of rules on top of you to make you forget those facts. But I never forget. I'm living like there's no tomorrow, because there isn't one.
You know, I don't think I realized until now, but it must be hard being a man, too.
Excuse me?
Mr. Draper.
Don.
Mr. Draper. I don't know what it is you truly believe, but I do know what it feels like to be out of place, to be disconnected, to see the world laid out in front of you the way that other people live it. And there's something about you that tells me that you know it too.
I don't know if that's true. You want another drink?
No. But you can tell your boss you charmed me.
So I guess we'll be seeing each other again.
I'll be back in the office Monday morning for a real meeting.
I'd like that.